It sounds crazy to say, but have you ever felt as though you're born on a different planet to everyone else, or you're born in the wrong era? Like, for example, me, I feel like I'm a bit of an older soul, so I could have been born 10 years earlier, because my mindset compared to a lot of other people just seems very different. And I always say this phrase where I feel like everyone else's consciousness is my common sense. So meaning that certain people will have to maybe experience certain things and see things in a certain way for them to just understand it, and they need to have these deep thoughts with themselves. But some of this stuff to me is common sense, and a lot of that came from when I was 18, right? I immediately knew that there are certain people I needed to just cut off, right? The main thing being that in school I would talk to these people every single day, it would be cool. But then outside school, as soon as it was done, I realized that everyone was very clingy to each other. If I wasn't going to motives, people were getting angry for some reason, and I'm just thinking, yo, hey, you're a man, I'm a man. I'm not gonna let you just get angry at me because I'm not giving you my time. I want my time for myself. I like being on my own. Once I clock that straight away, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna cut these people off without thinking. And it saves me a lot of time. I believe having groups of friendship can be dangerous as well, because there's always going to be taking sides at points, and there's going to be beef between the groups. I don't need the drama, right? I was able to clock that at 18. Certain people might have to clock that in their late 20s, their 30s, which kind of just makes me think that, yo, am I on a different planet? Because some of the things that I'm hearing people giving friends passes for is crazy, and it's just like, yo, maybe I'm an old soul. I don't really know, but being like that, it's weird because it's causing me to be quite an isolated individual, and it's about getting the balance right, because I've noticed when I've isolated myself too much and you come into the real world, you feel a bit behind. So it's all about just being able to get the balance and not being too introverted. I think you've got to make sure you're flexing that talking muscle. So I would suggest, like, whenever I'm outside, you go to a coffee shop, a barista, make sure you're talking to the person behind the counter. You go to the gym, making sure you're having small talk with some of the people. Oh, cool, that exercise looks cool. Oh, what is that for triceps? Oh, let me try that. Whatever, just have that small talk. It really does help so you don't isolate yourself, man. Because for me, feeling like I'm from a different planet, it can get a bit lonely sometimes, because it's just like, raw, the way people think is crazy to me. So just make sure, even if you're staying inside, you're staying to yourself, you're still having that conversational muscle to make sure you don't just go crazy, man, because isolation can be dangerous. But again, anyone else feel like they're born on a different planet or in the wrong era? Because I sure do.